Hey everybody, so my name is LaPrecious and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with LaPrecious. So today I'm going to be doing a collective message on family. Before I did this video, I pretty much asked Spirit what collective message would they like for me to give today. And it pretty much said that some people need some encouraging messages or some truth messages to be told about family. So I'm going to go ahead and pull about family. So with this Five of Knives that I'm getting that a lot of you have been dealing with some deception or with some passive aggressiveness or maybe some evil eye and some deception going on within your families. It seems that a lot of you are dealing with having hard conversations or dealing with having heart-to-heart conversations with family members. And it seems like they just don't want to deal with it. It's like you're dealing with issues of like the past and past trauma and hurt feelings and missed opportunities and deceptions and even backstabbing situations. Spirit is saying the reason why these certain family members that you're trying to sit down and have a conversation with either don't want to deal with it, they don't want to hear it, or they just don't want to have this conversation is because they were the ones that played a hand or had a part in the past deception, past trauma, and the past backstabbing situations that you were in. So that's why a lot of you are feeling this deceptive energy from family members, is because a lot of them pretty much had a hand in a lot of the past hurt and trauma that you have experienced. Another message that I'm getting from Spirit, especially with this railroad bill card, that a lot of you are being encouraged to be strong. A lot of you are being encouraged to use strength, especially when it comes to raising your families. I'm getting that there are a lot of new moms, and there are a lot of new moms out there now, because I've been seeing in a lot of spiritual groups and on Instagram and even in person, a lot of women are becoming brand new mothers where they have never been pregnant before, they've never had kids before. So a lot of this is just a brand new experience. So Spirit is pretty much saying to be encouraged, don't give up, don't feel lost, don't feel as if you don't deserve the blessing that you're being given, or don't feel like you're the only one going through what you're going through, because there are a lot of women out there that are first-time mothers, whether they're 19, 21, 22, 40, 50, 29, 28, no matter what age you are, especially if you're a brand new mother or a mother to be encouraged to be strong, be encouraged to continue your pregnancy up until it's finished. Be encouraged to ask for help. Be encouraged to ask for words of encouragement, and just be encouraged to just withstand this pregnancy, because pregnancy and having kids and having a family can be a beautiful thing, and Spirit does not want you to live out this moment or this experience in vain. So Spirit is pretty much saying to be encouraged and to be strong on your new journey. Another card that I'm pulling is that a lot of you are looking into mothering or nurturing. And when I say mothering or nurturing, many of you are looking for a mother figure or a godmother or a spiritual guide who happens to be a woman. It seems like a lot of you need guidance, especially in business and child rearing and learning how to run a household and learning how to be wise, or just pretty much learning how to be a strong businesswoman. And a lot of you will find that. And it seems that some of you are looking for this because it seems like you miss that mothering or that nurturing within your own family. It seems like many of you have been dealing with relationships with your mothers or with your grandmothers per se, where they just did not think that having a close relationship with you or a close bond was that significant or that important. And some of you are hitting ages where you have a lot of questions and you're using your discernment and you're getting those aha moments, or you're getting those, yep, that's what I thought. Your female intuition is pretty much kicking in. And it's like you don't really have anyone to run that by or to check in with, or to pretty much get that guidance or that confirmation that, you know, yeah, that's your female intuition kicking in. That's a part of the divine feminine, and so on and so forth. But Spirit is saying that many of you are going to get this. It's just that you're going to have to keep trying a lot harder than what you've been doing. I am seeing, especially with And I'm being blunt. So those of you who know how I read know that I'm very honest when it comes to my readings. I pretty much tell it like it is, and I speak specifically the way that Spirit is speaking to me. So what Spirit is saying right now, that many of you that are looking for that female spiritual guide, or are looking for those female figures, or like that mother or that nurturer, you're gonna have to go outside of your community or outside of your race, because I feel like this is really speaking towards Black women who may be looking for this, because in the Black community especially, it seems like with the newer generation, mothering and nurturing and just having that strong Black mother figure, it's dissipating, or it's like disappearing. And many women are having to deal with not having someone to guess and check with, or run stuff by, or have good influences, or pretty much be guided or be properly influenced to being a woman in this day and age. And many of you are even dealing with competition, especially with either your mothers or like your grandmothers. But yeah, Spirit is saying that you're going to have to go either outside of your community. And when I say community, you may have to go outside of the area that you're living in, or outside of the places that you've been when it comes to community and family. And some of you may even have to go outside of your race in order to find the right mother figure, or the right nurturer, the right spiritual guide, or even the right godmother. So Spirit is also saying that a lot of family secrets are about to come out. A lot of the family secrets that are about to come out will be those of child molestation, fear, different personas being used to coerce you to do things that you may have not wanted to do in order to benefit the other person. And just a lot of, and I'm also hearing spiritism, but in Spanish we say spiritismo, where a lot of you are not only going to discover some deep, dark family history, but a lot of you are going to start becoming more spiritually awakened and and become more spiritually aware within your families. Because it seems like a lot of you all who have been living in these families that have had secret spiritual practices, or secret spiritual gatherings that may have not been discussed, or you may have been shunned from as a child. But I am hearing that those are about to be revealed, where a lot of these spiritual beliefs and spiritual values and spiritual religions and cults are going to be revealed to you, and a lot of things are going to start making sense. So a lot of family dark secrets are going to be revealed, but also a lot of secret family practices, religious or spiritual practices, are about to be revealed as well. I'm seeing where many of you are heartbroken, or are going to be heartbroken. It seems like there's a lot of past transgressions. I don't know why this reading is just dealing with like past trauma, or dealing with like past issues or past relationships, but I'm seeing where a lot of you are really having a tough time, because today is the fullness of the pink new moon, or like the full new moon. And a lot of people have been describing feeling hurt, feeling lost, feeling sad, going through fits of rage, or just dealing with a lot of like strong, heartfelt feelings of brokenheartedness. And it seems like a lot of you are dealing with like the guts and the turmoil and the trauma and the hurt, just the really gully, dirty, nasty stuff a lot of you are just really dealing with inside of things that happened to you in the past. So I'm seeing where a lot of you are finally starting to shed a lot of those past memories, past hurts, past thoughts of transgressions that may have happened in the past against you, where nothing was done, nothing was said, or there was just no resolution or no resolvence as to what happened to you back then. So a lot of you now are going through some inner turmoil. I am seeing though where many of you will be dealing with closure, because as soon as I pull this card, even though the Ten of Coins usually represents family members coming together, family members being there for each other, and money being poured into the family, the Spirit pretty much said that closure is about to come to many of you. Closure is going to come to you, especially about things that happened in the past, hurtful things that were said. And I'm also seeing where there have been a lot of legal cases going on within the family, or there have been a lot of just unanswered questions. And what happened to so-and-so, and what happened to this person and that person. A lot of you guys are going to get some closure about some things. So this is a good part. So out of all of this that I pulled from this for this reading, a lot of you will be getting some closure about things that have happened to you in the past, or about things that happened within the family that were never revealed, but now they're about to be revealed. I'm also seeing where financial balance is going to be coming to many of you. Many of you have been dealing with job loss or dissatisfaction with job loss, and I'm seeing where this is more so with spouses, like people that are married and living in the same house. It's like the husband has been dealing with financial issues, not being able to pay bills on time due to lack of payment or little pay or no pay. And the wife has just been carrying it all, or vice versa. I am seeing where balance is going to be coming to many of you in the household. So that's a good thing to be looking out for. I am seeing, though, where many of you are dealing with some confusion and some fogginess. There seems to be some confusion about the past, but there's also some confusion about what to do next, because it seems like some of you are caught up in so much family turmoil and dismissiveness and loss and shoulda, coulda, wouldas and whatnot. It's like it's keeping you stagnant. It's like many of you know that instead of your family still staying in the same house, where life is just pretty much over in this house, and there needs to be a new house, or there needs to be a new beginning, or there needs to be a new place to live. Many of you are just still choosing to stay there because there's just a feeling or an urge, or there's just a memory or just satisfaction of just staying in that one place that you just can't let go of. But Spirit is saying that a choice is going to have to be made. If not, life is just going to become so uncomfortable for you that you're not going to have a choice but to move and do something else. Now, the last card that I'm pulling is I'm seeing where a lot of you need to choose spiritual guidance. Like, spiritual guidance in a lot of family decisions is not being called upon, mainly because many of you feel like, well, I don't need God. Well, I don't need prayer. Well, I pretty much don't need to call on the ancestors, or I don't need to call on, the higher gods or the higher spirit guides and whatnot to help me resolve my family issues. This is my family. I got this. I don't need them. They're the ones who need me. A lot of you are really boasty and braggy about being the main one to hold the household together, but many of you are failing miserably. And Spirit is saying that many of y'all need to call on God, or need to pray, or just need to call on some family spirit guide or an ancestor, or maybe even a saint or an Orisha, to really resolve some of these family issues, or resolve some of this disconnect that's going on. Because many of you are just taking on too many battles, and it's like literally weighing you down and breaking you. So Spirit is saying that it's not a sign of weakness, and it's not a sign of not knowing what to do or not knowing your job to seek out help. Because Spirit is saying that many of y'all, in order to keep y'all's families and household together, there needs to either be a time of prayer or some type of spiritual intervention to really bring everything together before it's on the brink of no return or a break of damage. So I hope you guys like this reading. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. And also don't forget to book a personal reading with me in the link that I'm going to be putting in the description below in this video. Have a good day.